Hey, quick intro, don't skip it. My channel is small, so even one like, comment or sub can boost it up, thanks. I showcased this mode a few months ago, but now it's updated and it's probably the best sculk-themed mode ever. New mob is scarier than the warden itself. Now you can't find these strange blocks, and if you step in them, you'll get the darkness effect, and if you hear scary sounds, probably the worm is coming. Here he is, a giant Sculk Worm that detects you using your vibrations and tries to scare you. I'm in Netherite armor and its damage is 2 hearts, so I'd say it is easier than the warden but still hard. You don't know when he is going to jump from the ground, and it makes this mob really scary. And this is not even everything this mode adds. If you manage to defeat the Sculk Worm, you will get Sculk Mucus that gives you infinite weakness effect. But it isn't useless. If you have 5 the Sculk Mucus items and 1 diamond helmet, you can craft a Sculk crown. Not only it looks amazing, it has a unique ability. You can detect vibrations of different mobs around you and see them through the walls. Thanks to these particles, you no longer need to search for another 10 minutes for the zombie you hear somewhere near you. Another cool detail I found is that it eats your wood and replaces it with its stripped variation. Good luck surviving with these guys. We are moving to the second mode. What if you could upgrade Netherite and make it balanced at the same time? Well, this mode is perfect. It adds a few new tiers of Netherite and keeps the vanilla feeling. First is Iron tier. You need to upgrade previous armor each time you make a new tier, so you need a lot of Netherite. Netherite Iron set pacifies all phantoms, so you can finally forget about them. White iron parts look interesting with black Netherite. The next tier is Gold set of Netherite armor. You can upgrade the same way. It is epic and looks like King's armor. Instead of phantoms, it pacifies piglins just like gold armor. But if you hit the mob, you'll get attacked. If previous armor set was made for Nether dimension, this one is for the end. Because now even if you look straight into the eyes of Enderman, you'll be completely fine. Final Netherite diamond set pacifies both Enderman and piglin mobs, but requires so much Netherite you probably need to search for 100 hours, and that's if you're lucky enough. Of course, this mode has every other tool and weapon you can't think of. Imagine upgrading your whole Netherite set to the final tier. Steve's vanilla mode adds mobs known as boggards in snowy plain biome. This big but cute mob is unique, and if you find a few of them, you might want to take a saddle and ride them, because then it becomes useful. Boggard can randomly drop its wool, and it can be used to craft a boggard wool block. Its texture is pretty nice. Besides boggard's meat, I showed you everything here. I showcased 2 parts of this mode in the previous video, and we'll finish this series right now. This mode adds several big structures you can explore. Dungeons from this one are related to our world. You already saw the first one on your screen. The second dungeon is bigger version of normal jungle temple. It'll take you a bit longer to finish exploring it. Secret chest is still there. This new dungeon in desert biome has many chests you can loot and get amazing items. If you manage to find it, then you should totally loot it. You can live in this giant jungle tree, and the best part about this structure is that you can find small mushroom heads, a perfect item if you're decorating your base. Oh yeah, about mushrooms. This mode has a dungeon that looks like a giant mushroom house. You might want to find it, and you can live there for a long time. No, this is not a stronghold. This is another big dungeon you can find on surface, and it has plenty of rooms to explore. It's hard to navigate, but I'm sure you can build your base here too. What a nice tower we have here. Do I even need to say anything about exploring it? Each floor is unique. A floor with spawners, a floor with maze, a floor with the enchanting table, and a few other cool things. The last dungeon is this castle, and while I'm showing it to you, please remind me how the music that plays right now is called. I completely forgot its name and the game it is from. Thank you so much. It's time to visit the Nether. Structures in this nether version of the mode are bigger and more dangerous due to obvious reasons, but it makes the nether even more interesting, so it's cool. As you can see, you'll get big rewards for looting it. Next dungeon is some sort of small tower with blaze spawners and red glass. Notice that this structure has new decorative heads too. It's a block you might hunt for a long time. This next tower is of course bigger than the previous one, and it's way more dangerous inside too. There's a secret diamond block in the middle of it. Here is a small cubic type of dungeon. I don't know what to say about it. I want to play on my Balalaikar with my bear. Endgame is soon. This is a big crimson tree, as you might have guessed already. And now we're moving to the final dungeon, closing this whole mode series. This is the best structure in this mode. Tons of different rooms, spawners, chests and everything else. It's finally time to move further. Okay, let's relax and check one simple mode. Don't you hate it when you're making your farm and then suddenly fall on one of your blocks and you need to plant your food again? Well, now if you have feather falling enchantment on your boots, you can jump on it as much as you want and nothing will happen. It's balanced and totally fair. Small but useful mode. Finally, a mode that adds ambient mobs to the snowy biome. This is a cute penguin with two color variations. First is white and second is black. I need to repeat so you notice how cute he is. Penguins can lay on the ground and slide on the ice. It's already worth it to check snowy biomes just to grab a few penguins for your base. Don't even try to kill them, you'll get nothing. Next mob is Snow Worm. I like how big this creature looks and that it has little horns at the same time. All the mobs are animated pretty nicely. Frost Trover is such a funny creature. It's not big and it staggers when it walks. I'd like to take some of them to my base too. Here's an narwhal for your icy lakes. It's an alternative mob to the dolphin and honestly it looks even better. If penguin was not cute enough for you, here's the cutest thing you can add in Minecraft, and it's seal. It spawns in two variations too and he's my favorite from this mode. The last mob is this big snickerbosh. It is so unique I can't even describe it. And besides these cool mobs, the mode adds snow bricks you can craft using 4 snow blocks. Nice mode. A mode about chests. Now you can find different biome themed chests all around your world. These chests glow, so you won't miss it. It has a lot of useful items and you can grab the chest itself because it looks good. You might have noticed a new item called Key Fragment. Collect 3 of them and you can craft a suspicious key. Place your normal chest. Click on it with the key and now this chest is a deadly mimic. It's really dangerous. It drops an eye we'll talk about in a few seconds. Looks epic though. Mimic also drops key fragments and sometimes another special keys. Void key for example can be used to lock and unlock void chests. Void chests just like other ones can be crafted, but to lock it with a key you need to make a void lock. Simply right click on the chest with your lock and now you can't open it without using a special key. You can always lock it back at any time. Back to the eye. Combine it with the suspicious key to get a friendly key. You can use it to make yourself a pet mimic. You can still store items in him but he won't be running to you because you need another item for it. You need 2 sticks, 2 copper ingots and 1 amethyst shard to make a mimic handbell. Right click on your pet mimic and it'll link with him. Now you can travel with your favorite pet and transport a lot of items easily. To unlink all your pets, simply right-click with the bell on Amethyst. The last addition is the pots you can find and break. The end. The dimension Mojang haven't updated for a while now, and today's last mode adds one but big and filled with content biome that looks absolutely awesome. Yellow and blue colors are perfect for the end. A new celestial wood can be found in the end dimension. Yellow trees is something we don't have in Minecraft. You can find new berries on the trees. If you break them with your sword you'll get a full block, and if you break it with hand it'll drop food items. You can find and mine shadow quartz which can be used to craft amazing decorative blocks we need in vanilla game. Nebelite ore has way more uses and I promise you that you need a lot of these shards. With 9 shards you can make a nebelite itself. Nebelite blocks are decorative, but there are more things you can do with nebelite. With this flower and 8 iron nuggets you can craft a nice lantern. I like it a lot. New mob is called a drifter and you can jump on it, but be accurate with this thing. Give 2 drifters berries and you might spot green jelly on them. You can collect it with bottles, and then use to craft drift leggings. It gives you speed and low gravity jumps. The best item in the whole mode is the mirror Terraria players might love. You need to link it with the lodestone and you'll see 5 energy bars. You can fill them by putting nebelite in the cauldron and right-clicking on it with your mirror. Once the mirror is charged you can use it to teleport to the lodestone at any time you want. This mode has a few other cool items, but it's your time to explore it.